Pine Barrens. We're actually at the Pine Barrens here in Deer Park. Rolling in on the north track, which is great. Because this way, I don't have to deal with the bridge. I used to do track work on the south side. Okay, it's a little warm, but we're going to take it slow. But the warmth is good if you want to see butterflies, so hopefully we'll see a lot of those today. So we're crossing over the other side of Long Island Avenue and entering the preserve. Some more beautiful pines there. And trash. Of course. That's what you get here in Deer Park. Alright, we're still on the road, but look, we got some fall foliage. That is a sweet gum tree there that's changing. A little prematurely, maybe. We may have some premature changing because it's been so dry, I'm not sure, but the lack of rain is definitely going to hurt our fall foliage colors this year. Yep, so much trash. Nobody cleans this up. There's some fall foliage here, some color. Okay, so let's get into the Pine Barrens here. Gonna go into the deserts. You know, that's our first stop. A little steep, we gotta watch. Don't want to go fast. Yeah, I know the sky's not the best today. It's a little hazy, it's a little cirrus around, but it's not that bad. It's a little warm, it's a little humid, but it's not. So there is a sea breeze, so it's not too bad. It's really nice, really beautiful. You know, obviously the certain demographic hates when I speak up about this stuff because they've attacked. I've literally got almost 30 thumbs down on one of my rant videos. They really don't like it. You know, they really don't like it. Look at these shapes. You know, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a therapist. Well, this is my girlfriend right here, and this is my therapist. You know, and that's what really sucks about next weekend. We're not going to be having any train service again, and we're going to be left stranded. That is just delicious. It's delicious. Yeah, it's a beautiful, just beautiful desert area over here. It's absolutely beautiful. This is a beauty. Yes, many of you have noticed it's taking a toll on my mental health. It is taking a toll on my mental health and my physical health. What's happening in Mineola. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Just today, I mean, literally, the cars with the out-of-state plates are all over the place, all right? And people are like, how do you know they're illegal? Like, they're saying something about, oh, because of the language they're speaking. It has nothing to do with that. I see the cars with the out-of-state plates, the beat-up cars, you know, the lots of trash in front of houses. That's a sign of illegals. Where does that have anything to do with language? Nothing. It has to do with the behavior, because they behave a certain way. It just gives it away, you know? You know, abide by the law. You know, immigrants who are here legally don't drive beat-up cars with out-of-state plates. All right? Because they're not legal. That's why. And at that end, I think I just walked into a web. And I did walk into a web. Listen, I seem to have a knack for that, don't I? Oh well. I did that. I was walking into webs the last time. Okay. So, I don't have a spider on me now. Oh well. Anyway, you know, ooh, it's a butterfly right there. what kind of butterfly that is. You know, I don't, like I said before, I don't want to do a lot of these rant videos. There's doing too many of them. You know, but people seem to like to watch them. You know, meanwhile I do a nature video and it doesn't get as many views. There's a common buckeye butterfly over there. And it flew away. The nature videos don't get the views. Same views. You know? People, it's like people want to hear me rant, but I don't want to rant. No, I want to be here. I want to be showing you nature. I mean, I got this own personal thing going on now where, you know, it looks like I'm going to have to move. I mean, at this point, but it's not going to happen right away. Somebody in my position cannot just get up and move. It's going to be a process that may take years. I mean, it took many years for me to get out of Westbury. And the point is, even if I did leave Long Island, that's still going to take a long time. It's not going to happen right away. And I really don't want to leave Long Island. People tell me you got to leave Long Island. There's still so much to love here. You know? There's still so much to love. And this is part of it. This is a big part of it. These Pine Barrens, they're beautiful. And it's not hot here like Jersey. I don't know how I'd be able to handle the heat in Jersey. It's very hot there. You know? And then I'm away from my relative. You know, at least if something happens, you know, I have a relative here that lives on Long Island that can help me out. You know, if I live in New Jersey, I'm going to be further away from him. That's not good. That's what it's all about, man. It's going to take a long, long time for me to get out. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. If I can even get out of there, alright? So, I know. It's really getting to the point of hopelessness in Mineola. I know that. It really is. I just wish there would be a miracle. I wish something would happen. I'm trying even harder than ever to get some attention to what's going on in Mineola. Now, you know, I've contacted the media. I'm going to contact the media again. And I've also now contacted the Nassau County Police, their problem-oriented police unit, and shared with them the pictures of the activity I saw yesterday in Mineola. So I'm doing all that I can to help Mineola. And do you think I want to have to live on the South Shore, which is further away from the Pine Barrens? Do you think I want to live in an area that may flood in a hurricane? I don't. This makes no sense what's going on. It really does. It really does make no sense what's happening. But at the same time, my safety is important, man. If, you know, it's obvious Mineola is getting very dangerous, and I have to see if I can move out. I would rather trade those other issues on the South Shore. At least I could still get to the Pine Barrens. It'd be a little more of a distance, but it won't be that bad. You know, versus having to deal with the gangs. Those guys that we saw yesterday, those are Latin Kings gang signs that they were flashing. It's tough, especially when you don't have a girlfriend to, you know, get you through these problems, you know. I'm alone. You know, so I have no one to talk. I'm pretty much the only people I have to talk to, I mean, I don't have a therapist, are you guys and my relative, and that's it. Now, fortunately, Friday I do see my therapist, so I finally start seeing therapists again. But it's a new therapist. I'm gonna have to get used to. I'm gonna have to get used to everything again. You know, it takes time to adjust to a new therapist. You know, it takes a long time to adjust. It really does. You know? It's just really, we're just going to walk to that spot and then I walk back. But, you know, it's really just, it's very upsetting what's happening. And it's, you know, when you have this illness, and I just, you know, I mean, the snobs, they just downvote the video. They downrate, I mean, 30, almost 30, probably be past 30 thumbs down on some of these videos. And this was going on with Matt when who was doing his live stream last night on the derailment. We are at war with the snobs. We're at war with them. And they really don't like being called snobs because it's the truth. It's the cold, hard truth. This demographic is out to destroy the middle of the island so they can be safe in their own little enclaves and ruin the middle of the island. Even though it makes no freaking sense. It makes no freaking sense. Once the hurricane comes, then what? When the water goes up to Sunrise Highway, then what? This is why, if they get away with their plan, which it seems like so far they're winning. They're winning big. They're winning big. And Long Island will just be ruined completely. It'll be ruined completely. And it's because of them. Got some goldenrod here. Don't see any butterflies. I'm hoping maybe we'll see some more in that field. Hoping. I really like doing the daily weather updates, and I would be doing them this week, but there's not really a whole lot going on. I mean, every day is going to be fair. There's no severe weather. There's not much of a chance of rain. It's just everyday fair, varying amounts of temperature and humidity, so, I just can't. What I will continue to do, though, is take these nature videos, because we have a lot of nice weather coming up, and, I'll take some nature videos, when I can, because it's important. Oh, I get socked with webs here. It's just like, I don't know what it is. In September, there's always lots of webs around. That happened when we were in the Pine Barrens a couple of days ago. I think the spiders just come out a lot in September. Then we'll just deal with it. Just deal with it. I mean, the one thing is I can get here. But what happens next week? And so for so many weekends after, when they shut down the trains and they don't provide substitute buses, it's going to be very hard for me to get here. I mean, not impossible. I mean, I'll have to allow a whole nother hour and ride nice bus to get to Hicksville to get out here. And it's just, it's not going to be easy. But like I said, the safety issues is really concerned. Those guys, they look like gangbangers. Like I said, the police were contacted them right away, and something's got to be done. I mean, how can the county seat of Nassau County become a ghetto? How can that happen? Just because this is the future of every area that's not full of white finance. Every single area on Long Island that's not full of white finance professionals. That's your future. Unless we beat this Wall Street corruption once and for all. I don't care how many times they thumbs down my videos. I really don't. I'm not going to be intimidated by them. Look at these shapes. I'm not going to be intimidated. We cannot be intimidated. We have to stand strong. But we're fighting a losing battle. They're winning. It keeps getting worse. Like I said, this isn't going to be a rant. It's just going to be more of a, what we're going through kind of thing. I mean, these people, they seem to hate being called snobs, but that's what they are. Because they only want to be with their own kind. If they didn't stop me from moving to the South Shore and they didn't discriminate, none of this would be, I wouldn't be saying any of this. But because they won't allow me to live down there, because they only want to be with their own kind, And they have this superiority complex about, because they're white finance professionals, basically think that makes them better than everybody else, and that they can have the right to demand the best for only their own kind. And they have that uppity way of talking. Hey man, it's stupid. You know? And they don't like being called out on it. They hate it. Well, they're not going to like what I have to say tomorrow. That's for sure. The committee. I'm not telling you my speech. You can watch it yourselves. I don't, but it's going to be. I'm going to say the honest truth about what I think of the people at the MTA board. The honest truth. And they're not going to like it. Look at these shapes here. It's delicious. I love this spot. And I know I have to be careful because of my health. You have to remember, though, a lot of this that you're experiencing and I'm experiencing, well, you notice that my health has gone downhill. A lot of it has to do with Mineola. A lot of it also to do with the fact that I haven't had a therapist now for over 2 months. So, this is when you have mental illness, you need to see a therapist. And when you don't see a therapist, your condition is going to regress. And that's exactly what's happened. Yeah, the Pines are my therapist, but and to some extent, but you still need to see a regular therapist too, a person, a human being, to talk to about what you're going through, And I haven't had that for over 2 months now, But, like I said, is it time to 100% throw in the towel on Mineola? No, it's not. But it's time to see what my options are about getting out of there. If there are any options for me to get out of there, I have to seriously look into them. All right? They may very well not be, and I don't know, but I'm starting the process. Because it's getting, once you deal with the gangs, that's it. That's Westbury. And, you feel like you're in Westbury when it's starting to feel like Westbury. On the train station, you see these guys just hanging around. The same kind of guys that hang around in Westbury. That's not good. They're dressed in gang colors. Some of them may be here illegally. You don't want to be around that. I'm not going to deal with that again. I'm in a state of shock over it. I was so upset last night. I was just in a state of shock. Looks like we might have some Maryland golden aster here. I'm in a state of shock over it. I really am in a state of shock over it. I really am. I cannot believe what's happening. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I just can't. I can't believe that Mineola is getting ruined and it's going to become Westbury. I can't believe it. How can that happen? But that's exactly what's happening. It's exactly what's happening. This is a nice little area here. Pines. This may be the future of the main line right here, by the way. See, there's a rail here. This used to be the spur to the power plant, but this may be the future of the main line. It will just be an abandoned. At least if it's abandoned and to people leave, maybe the Pine Barrens can come back and grow back in. Oh boy. Anyway, let's go to the field, look at some butterflies, shall we? I'm just sitting here because it's a little warm, so I don't deal well with the warm. I don't know how I'm going to survive in New Jersey if I have to move there. It's very hot there. Not used to that kind of climate. But if I have to have a choice between, again, dealing with ghetto life on Long Island, like what I said yesterday, if I have a choice between that or dealing with the heat, I'll take the heat, obviously. It's just the same. There's so many beautiful places on Long Island. Long Island is not a bad place to live. People seem to get the impression, maybe by watching all my videos, that's a bad place to live. And I show you all these beautiful places. It's true. They are neglected. There's some trash here. But there's so many beautiful places on Long Island. And it's not all bad. There's a lot of good here. Long Island is a great place to live. The problem is that there is a plan in place set forth by the various forces in the political, governmental landscape, real estate, Wall Street, finance sector, to drive out the middle class, to drive out the disabled, to drive out the seniors. And they have ways of doing that. But I don't want to talk about that too much in this video. I think I've gone on and on. We got a sulfur butterfly here. Oh, we got 2 sulfur butterflies. Awesome. Let's see if we can. Let's see if they'll land. That's the thing. Will they land? This one just keeps going. Just wants to keep moving. I mean, this is the Pine Barrens here, all right? It's so important for me to get here. So I'm upset. I was thinking of going yesterday after I saw that, but it was too late in the day. I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll go today. I'm glad I went today. Even if the sky isn't perfect. Ooh, we got a common buckeye butterfly right there. That's common buckeye. See if he'll land again. If you like butterflies, this is the place. This is the place right here to go, because a fly just flew in my ear. Hopefully it's not a pine fly. This is the place to go if you like butterflies, because these areas where you have the interface between the forest and grasslands. You have all these flowers. People call them weeds, but a lot of these are milkweeds. They're called weeds, but they're actually very important habitat for butterflies. And this is where you get that interface. And we have some common buckeye butterfly. All right, there's a common buckeye. That might be another common buckeye over there. I think it is. It is. It's on that thistle. I can even find it. Yeah, there it is. Actually, no. That's a skipper butterfly. That's a skipper butterfly. Hey, look. I think that's a 747. I don't know why it's flying so low. I think that's a 747. It's hard to tell from here. I see lots and lots of butterflies. They're all moving around. That's the common buckeye right there again. Let's see, get a little close down there. It's going to let me get close. There he is. They close their wings to, make themselves look a little less visible when you get close to them. Oh, look at these shapes here, huh? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And that, I believe, is a grasshopper right there. You see it fly away there. Look at these great shapes. Common buckeye butterfly right over there. Not having much luck catching butterflies. Oh, one of my other commenters said, "Oh, your videos seem shakier than normal." Well, the reason for that is because I use my phone a lot now, and that's why the phone does not have image stabilization. It doesn't. I mean, I just prefer to use that instead of the camera when I'm doing videos, especially in towns where people are around, just to be a little less obvious. But you're right, my hands probably are shaking more than they normally do because I'm stressed out, obviously. Yeah, not having much luck catching the butterflies. I'm trying. I am trying. But they keep flying away, and when I finally do get the butterfly in the right spot, the camera either misfocuses or it uses the wrong shutter speed. Which is why you gotta use manual shutter speed. Because the camera, like, it'll like pick like it won't raise the ISO and raise the shutter speed. This is not this is not that old of a camera yet. These cameras, they don't seem to have the intelligence to know when to raise the shutter speed so the picture does not come out blurry. Man, this is beautiful though. I'm trying to see, what kind of butterfly is that? Okay, we got lots of these, I think they're called flea banes? See some butterflies around here. There's 2 sulfurs right over there. One right there in front of the camera. And it flew away before the camera had a chance. This camera, I'm telling you. I would like the newer version of this camera. You know, because it's more, it's faster. You have to be fast with these butterflies. I'm trying to show you this butterfly right here, but the camera won't focus. Alright, hopefully it's focused now. I'm sorry, guys. You know, it's out of focus. I really need the SX720. I'm sorry. Ooh. Is that a praying mantis? Well, at least we can show you that. If you look closely, there's a praying mantis right there. The thing about this SX280, it gobbles batteries like no tomorrow. Already low on battery. It's how long the battery lasts. Now I got a battery light flashing. I got to change the battery. Problem is the processor in this camera this camera is a 5-year-old model. I guess it's not that old, you know, but it's old enough that it's slow. The 720 has a longer zoom, has more intelligent features, so it can focus on things, and has a different battery that lasts a lot longer. But the problem is that camera costs an arm and a freaking leg. It's still like well over $200. I can't afford that. So I'm stuck using this thing. I've missed now 3 or 4 shots just because of this camera being slow. It's frustrating, you know? There's an eastern tail blue butterfly. Oh, the battery light's on again. This camera's ridiculous. Just charge this battery. Fortunately, I have not seen any more sulfur butterflies. Had a couple of opportunities, and the stupid camera missed. There's a common buckeye. That's an eastern tail blue butterfly right there. Very small. You know, I like taking these videos, you know, but you need the kind of camera that's gonna work with you. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it too much, alright? Sulfur, I think somewhere in there. It's very hard to see the screen. Another thing with this camera, it's very hard to see the screen. You should be able to see it. See, the part of the problem is the stupid camera won't focus. I don't know if it's in focus or not. There's a sulfur butterfly right there. I hope that's in focus. That's a sulfur butterfly right there. I love them. They're beautiful. Sulfur butterfly somewhere in there. There you go. Finally. I already got a few good pictures, but I want to take some video. I love these. They're just beautiful. No idea what kind of butterfly that is. It's beautiful. Here's the problem as best I can describe it. When I'm taking a picture, there's a little, I have this on a mode where there's like a little square in the middle, right? And I put the square over the butterfly, but yet it doesn't want to focus on the butterfly in the foreground. It wants to focus on the background. And I've tried putting macro mode on. It doesn't do a thing. So that's the issue that I have. And I'm sure the newer cameras from Canon have eliminated that. You know, eventually I'll hopefully get a new camera. Just like, you know, It's not something I'm worried about. I'd much rather work on. I'd much rather work on finding a safe place to live before that. All right. Sulfur butterfly. I don't know if it's focusing or not. Sulfur butterfly right there. There's two. Really gotten into, checking out all different kinds of butterflies. There's another sulfur one over there. Those two together were really nice. I was about to take a picture and they flew away. But I guess I could always screenshot it. It's amazing. And I know Samantha loves, hopefully she's watching this video because I know she loves seeing the butterflies. There's a common buckeye butterfly on that thistle. The thistle's another flower that the butterflies really like. Now, when you see butterflies on the ground like that, what they're usually doing is they're puddling. They drink up the salts. They actually need a lot of salts. So there's salts in the ground that they eat and they drink. Common buckeye. They sure do love those thistles, don't they? Buckeye. There's another kind of butterfly. Well, I know that didn't come out, but I have a picture that came out, so I'll just have to look at the picture. I'm sorry. I'm kind of running with the camera that's starting to break down. So, fortunately, it's not that hot. There's a pretty decent breeze. So, we've got another common buckeye over there. We're all over. It's another one. Those common buckeye butterflies are very beautiful, though. See the eyes they have on the back? That's actually meant to distract predators, make them look bigger than they actually are. You see the eyes on the wings? Many butterflies have that feature. Many butterflies are also poisonous as well. Back in this area again, here with the pines. And the steel rail right here. Maybe the future of the main line, guys. So I can't help but think about it. It's our future. Oh. Well, that's the way they treat us anyway. Right? Right. There's a little trail right through here. It's like we're in the middle of the woods. That's how we were treated. We don't count. And now the battery light isn't flashing on the camera. Go figure. Oh, man. Yes, there's actually a bike path right over here. Let's see. Push to the middle of this. This is why they gotta ban these balloon releases. See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you let balloons go. They wind up in the woods, and they never degrade because they're plastic. They last for a long time. That's why they're banning the balloon releases, which I fully support. I mean, when I was a kid, we did them too at school, and you know, back then we just didn't realize how just wasteful and reckless that the balloon releases are, and they are reckless. Look at this little spider right there. I don't want to go through his web. All right, let's walk around it. This is the bike path here. And that used to be railroad tracks. Again, going toward I accidentally might have said Creedmoor. But this used to be a hospital, so there used to be a power plant down there, and the trains used to come and deliver coal. And these are the tracks that they used. So, not in the best shape. That's what the main line's going to look like, I'm telling you. You gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh. You gotta laugh sometimes. All you can do. That's why I made that, and they really didn't like that too. I made that comedy piece on the snobs. Because, you know, you gotta laugh sometimes. You gotta laugh. Because they're characters, you know? Really, it's time to head back now. Let's gotta make the train in about 25 minutes, so let's start heading back. It's beautiful. The Pine Barrens are just beautiful. There's so many things to love about Long Island, and I'm gonna be very upset if I have to leave because I can't be safe. So, with that, I guess I'm gonna wrap up this video right here. It's a good place to do it as the series starts rolling in on us. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and remember what it's all about. It's all about those great shapes.